Let me tell you about the wildest divorce story I've ever heard. My friend Mark thought he had a normal marriage until his world turned upside down. He discovered his wife Sarah wasn't just cheating. She was living a whole different life that seemed like a reality TV show gone wrong. First, Mark found out she was seeing this guy who was a little person. But man, this dude was built like a bodybuilder and had more confidence than anyone I've ever met. Sarah said she was drawn to his magnetic personality. Sure, whatever that means, but wait, it gets better. While that was happening, she was also sneaking around with this other guy who literally thought he was a dog. I'm not talking about just being playful. This man would bark at mailmen, eat from a bowl, and wear a collar. Sarah's excuse, she said it was exciting and different. Yeah, different is one way to put it. And just when Mark thought it couldn't get any more bizarre, he discovered wife Dearest was also seeing this 70-year-old man who dressed like he was still in his 20s. Picture this: gold chains, Ed Hardy shirts, and trying to talk like he's fresh out of college. The old guy kept calling himself Young Money and would show up to restaurants in a convertible blasting hip-hop. Now here's where karma kicks in beautifully. While Mark was processing all this madness, he started spending time with Sarah's Aunt Linda, who was this incredibly successful business owner. They actually connected over their shared love of vintage cars, and wouldn't you know it, they fell in love. Linda was everything Sarah wasn't: honest, stable, and genuinely caring. Plus, she owned half of downtown. The best part? When Sarah found out Mark was dating her aunt, she suddenly realized what she'd lost. She came crawling back, crying about how she'd found herself and was ready to be real. But Mark just laughed and said, "Sorry, I don't date people who think outside the human species." Last I heard, Mark and Linda are traveling the world together, while Sarah's still trying to figure out if she prefers her dates to walk on 2 legs or 4. Sometimes the best revenge is just moving on to better things, or in this case, better ants.